Hey guys, Steph, day 7 of my vegan virgin journey. I made it a whole week. I can't believe it. You know what? I'm going to kick myself next week, I'm sure, for saying this, but it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I don't miss meat, which is really weird because that's like the building block of all of my meals before. So, yeah, I made it through the weekend, which I thought was going to be a lot more hard, but you know, there's so many options now that I had acai bowl for breakfast, I had an awesome vegetable sandwich. So there's a lot more options than I thought, and I'm kind of excited to try them all out. So, way better this week than I was last week. My energy kind of sucked at the beginning of the week, had a couple little meltdowns, may or may not have called my mom crying, but yeah, my energy's awesome this week. I feel like the Energizer Bunny. My clients hate me. But so far so good. So couple things I'm going to talk to you about today. Last week I was uncomfortably bloated and felt awful. Like I looked like a pregnant person, which is not cool when you have to wear spandex for work all day long. So that was not so cool. I did a little bit of research on it though, and it's really interesting. So our stomach secretes certain acids to break down the food that we're eating, and our stomach gets used to eating certain food, so it gets used to making that kind of stomach acid. So now it's not that I didn't eat a lot of vegetables before, but I didn't have a really high concentration of raw vegetables. So adding that into my diet, I think just made my stomach acids kind of flip out and have to change what it's used to doing and what it's used to producing so that it could break it down fast. Thankfully, that's over. Also, toxin elimination. You know, our bodies, because I'm eating such high nutrient content foods, a lot of plants and fruits and vegetables, it's kind of flushing out my system. So, like I said, this week I'm feeling so much better. Thank goodness. Not pregnant anymore. Kind of funny. The vegan virgin gets pregnant the first week. What a whore. Just kidding. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Okay. Moving on. The second thing that was really surprising last week is I've been really full so far on this diet, and that's the last thing I thought. You know, I've heard my energy goes up, you know, your skin gets clear, whatever, but I didn't expect to be this full. So, big transition. I went from eating 5 meals a day that were pretty meat, egg-based, always got that in, to I'm eating about 4 meals a day now, 2 usually smoothies with my hemp protein and my fruits earlier in the day, and then later on in the day I have 2 meals that are very high in raw vegetables, tomatoes, cucumber, all the good things. Usually have a cooked grain with it, like quinoa, brown rice, or sweet potatoes, and then add in like hummus or avocado, and that's keeping me more than full. So, pretty cool. I watched this documentary called Forks Over Knives this weekend, and it talks about that. It talks about how why our stomach tells us that we're full. And so that was pretty interesting, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Made a little diagram here to keep you interested. So, basically, in our stomach, we have 2 different types of receptors that tell your brain when you're full to stop eating. So we have your volume receptors, which measure physical fullness, right, when your stomach gets all the way full of food. And then your nutrient receptors that measure if you're getting what your body actually needs from that food. Our body's made of food, so that's where we get everything. So those are the ones that tell your brain to stop eating when you're full. So on the documentary, they compared a 400 calorie diet of raw vegetables and 400 calories of, you know, kind of lower quality food. So if you've ever had, when you go out to eat and you eat 400 calories, which by the way is not hard to get when it's coming from a hamburger or pasta or french fries, you know, the good stuff. But you know, you get home from eating and you're like, I'm still full, I'm still hungry. I'm gonna go snack around. So basically, 400 calories of a low quality, typical American diet maybe fills our stomach up to here. So maybe a couple of those volume receptors go off, couple of the nutrient receptors, you know, you got some veggies in there, got some high protein, you know, lots of saturated fat. So that's why you're still hungry. Now compare that to 400 calories of raw vegetables. That's a lot of raw vegetables. So now all of a sudden you're filling that stomach all the way up. So your volume receptors are saying, I'm full, I'm physically full, don't shove anything more in me. But then also because it's really high in nutrient density, these guys are going off. So that's why when we eat lower quality foods, we tend to overeat. And then when we're eating the right nutrients, our body tells us when we're done. So that was really surprising because I can eat a lot normally, and I'm eating not way less, but way less than I thought I would be on this diet. So far so good. I'm excited for this week. I have a really good recipe that I'm going to share with you guys on Friday. Homemade Lara bars, 4 ingredients, super easy, keeping it clean. And I'm going to talk about food combining because that's what I'm getting interested in this week. So thanks for following along, guys. I hope you guys are getting something out of this too. So far so good, so much better than last week, and we're going to tackle week 2 with a lot of energy. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.